Hi, I am Dr. Terry Cooper, my daughter CJ Cooper, and we are going to talk to you today about your foot or your feet and their foundation and why we feel that that foundation is so important. I want you to think about even your house. If your foundation starts to crumble, what happens to the house? The house falls down, right? And so we know how important feet are. As a chiropractor, I have worked with this for a very long time. There's different companies that we work with that we use orthotics to help with the heel base and the different arches in the feet to be able to support the knees and the hips and then ultimately the rest of the body. And what we do know is that orthotics take about 30% of all of the concussive force out of the low back and the hips when you have those in. So
we both wear orthotics daily. I've worn my orthotics since I was young. Thank you, Dad, for the very flat feet. But I notice a huge difference if I don't wear my orthotics playing soccer or working out or anything like that. I won't be moving the next day. But what we found out even more this year is that your heels have such a big support to your organ system and getting that energy from Mother Earth, which we just don't get anymore because we're in rubber-soled shoes. We're wearing shoes daily. We're not getting our feet into Mother Earth.
Well, and it's that feeling, if you've ever been to a place that I call it like a concrete heaven, right? Where when I go to Wisconsin Dells or if I go to Disney World, I mean, it's just concrete. And I personally just don't feel very grounded with that. And so I have to get somewhere that I'm going to be by the beach, right? I mean, the beach grounds us. It brings us back into that energy. And so what we found has become one of our most favorite techniques is called contact reflex analysis. So we have to thank Dawn Jose for that. I love you, Dawn. And anyway, Julie and I and CJ and Dr. Catherine, we all sat back and we went, oh my gosh, our chronic patients, this is why they don't, one of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons, that they're not holding their adjustments or that they're just not getting better, like maybe the other person that would have had the very similar symptoms. So what we know is that the right heel is connected to certain organ systems. I'm just going to read it. Right heel, according to contact reflex analysis, is connected to the liver, the bile duct, the gallbladder, and the kidneys, okay? And what we know about the left heel is connected to the brain, the thyroid, the spleen, the pancreas, and the bladder. And if someone needs something on both heels, it's typically their heart.
Need some heart love.
Yeah, and if basically the heart is just, they're running out of energy. And if you're out there and you are really super depleted, or if you're a patient of ours and you've needed to have both heels, both of the supports, and this is not an orthotic in this case, this is actually a cork lift that we use, you know what I'm talking about. You're like, oh, I was just so tired, and it helped a lot. So for myself, I was having a lot of issues on my right side of my head, my right shoulder. I mean, by Thursday, I would be miserable. My shoulder would hurt, my neck would hurt. And I was like, what is going on? I'm getting adjusted. I'm doing all the things I'm supposed to be doing. And when I got tested with this, I needed a support on my right side. And another thing that they talk about is that the right side is about the energy coming in. The left side is about elimination. So for me, I was just struggling. I think I was probably giving away too much of my energy, okay, because that's what I do all day. And so, right? Yeah. And so having that extra support on that right side, critical. If you ever see me in my office, you're going to see that lift in my shoe every single day. And if I don't have it, I'm probably feeling pretty good. And so maybe I just didn't wear with that shoe, but rarely. If my long days especially, I have got that cork lift, and it's very important for my health. And I just had so many patients.
Shoe health alone, like making sure your shoes are clean and they're not super worn is important. Mm-hmm. Having proper instep support and then that heel support is much more powerful than people even realize.
Right. So. Keeping that foundation stable. Thank you.